Welcome to Mitch and Mike Podcast, the show that actually started about grade 8, grade 9, 8 years ago, and we are now officially actually recording stuff.
I know. We're actually having some tangible proof that we do something in our spare time, Mitch.
This is spare time?
This is spare time.
Man, this is like a passion project for you.
A passion project for me, yeah. But, like, does it feel like work to you?
Not really, no.
Being next to me isn't like work?
But yeah, it's been a while, and we thought, hey, it's about time that we start doing stuff.
About time that we start doing this, and I thought it could have been done sooner, but I got this shiny new microphone, so I'm quite happy. I hope you all are enjoying the audio quality. You better, because I spent a lot of money on this. So, before we start off, we wanted to mention a couple things. The first episode was more like a pilot episode. We wanted to see how the format worked.
Test run.
Yeah. It didn't work quite as well as we wanted to, but we wanted to get it out, see how it did, and we're still working out the kinks. But I think this episode is going to be a lot better. I handpicked a couple questions off the internet. That's right, public access. So don't complain. And I'm going to be an asshole like usual. Don't worry about that. And Mitch is going to be the nice guy.
Like unusual.
It is unusual. Actually, in real life, this is not normal. I want you all to know that this is not normal. I'm usually the nice guy. I usually have the sense, like the common sense. And
I have the common sense. I'll just be blunt.
Too blunt. I'm nicer. I'm just nicer.
I don't have the patience anymore.
I have tons of patience, and it almost works against me. But anyway, are you doing something over the weekend? You have a life, right, Mitch?
Of a sort. Finally have time off for work for the first time in a long time, it feels like.
How long has it been exactly? I know you've been counting the days.
I think over the last month, last 30 some odd days, I've had about 3.5 days off or something like that.
I swear we've talked about this before, but it's serious, Mitch. You need to take more time off. So what are you doing over the weekend then? I hope you're gonna.
Well, actually, a group of us are going to go camping and enjoy the wildlife.
Camping? Yeah,
something I know you're not too fond of.
Not too fond about, Mitch? I absolutely hate camping.
You just don't like the insects. Actually, let me rephrase. You're scared of the insects.
I'm terrified, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Camping is for those people that like to harm themselves. They're masochistic. Going out into nature is like going into a volcano. Except you come back, which is good, but camping sucks.
You're just an indoor cat. You're the definition of an indoor cat. You don't like leaving your little house.
What's wrong with cats, Mitch? A lot of women like cats.
I'm not saying there's anything bad.
No.
You're a friend of mine.
I certainly hope so.
Doesn't change the meaning that you're an indoor cat.
Oh my god. Everyone loves indoor cats except for dog people. And those people
like camping.
Camping sucks. That's the end of it. What can you do? You can't go to an arcade. You can't watch a movie in a forest.
You do know that's not everything that to do with life. You know, you can enjoy the stars. You can enjoy the wildlife. You can enjoy the campfires. Campfires are a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, let's all huddle around a fire like cavemen and stare into it lovingly. What? Yeah. No, that's no. I'm sorry, I'm civilized, Mitch. I don't stand around a campfire, look into it.
Yes, I know we're voluntarily living like dogs. And all
yes,
that,
voluntarily.
There's a mystique about it. Like, you get to spend time with just your friends and your family, and it's just you guys.
Yeah, but you could do that on a regular vacation somewhere else.
Technology has such a huge place in today's society that
it
obsesses people. Like, literally, all the things going to bring, like a guitar, some music, and just hang, relax, and chill.
Okay, so I can't play the guitar, and you don't like my music, so...
You can sing with us.
Sing? I can't sing.
Ish. You can sing. You can do it.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I wish I could actually sing.
Angelic voice.
Angelic. Thank you so much, Mitch, but that doesn't change my point of view on camping. Stars, great. You know what, nature? Wonderful. You do your thing, I'll do mine.
I'm going to.
You go do your thing, and I'm going to do mine.
Completely enjoy it.
I'm going to stay very far away from you when you're camping. Purposefully. The last time I went camping with you was a nightmare.
Did you get a mosquito bite on your ass or something?
That wasn't me, actually. No, but that would suck. I was doused in mosquito repellent and horse flies and everything. Oh,
there were no horse flies. They were literally normal flies, and you were just freaking out.
They were not normal. There was nothing normal about those flies, Mitch. I swear to God, I grew, like, I slithered right out of my skin. It was creepy. And that sounds creepy too, doesn't it?
I was gonna say you're gonna slither into.
I'm like a I have no words.
Nightmares.
I hate insects, and I hate that trip.
So is this Thursday your like 5th appointment now with your counselor since the incident?
Okay, fine. Let's get over camping. We're done talking about camping. I'm done. It'll bring back the nightmares we talked about with my counselor.
So first question.
Sure, let's get into the first question. And like I said again, these are wonderfully handpicked, and I'm sure they're going to be great to answer, aren't they, Mitch?
Hopefully. I haven't seen them yet, so we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into it. So, first question. How do I become less hesitant and more confident? I have always hesitated from doing things that I want to out of doubt. I want to become a more bold and confident person. What are ways I can move toward developing these traits? Mitch?
Don't be afraid to try things. Just go out and do them. Enjoy life. I used to be extremely hesitant with doing anything, whether it was meeting someone new, whether it was doing something new. You live life, and the only way you can really live life is by going out and doing things. If you stay in the same comfort area of your life, you won't really do anything new. You won't have the memories. I find that the people who dream the most are the people who live the least.
Wow, you must have taken that quote off of somebody.
No, maybe, I don't know.
Did you someone quote Mitch and then put that on Facebook? That was beautiful. Now here's my advice. If you want to become more bold, jump out of a plane. Okay? Go skydiving. That'll put hair on anyone's chest, man or woman. Or better yet, go bungee jumping, right? Get out of that shell and jump right off a bridge.
Hopefully after they tie you off.
That was assumed, Mitch. I don't condone suicide, but seriously, if you want to become less hesitant, more confident, you got to do some more crazy things, you know?
Well, I agree that you have to definitely step out of your comfort zone, but you don't have to go right for the extreme.
Mitch, come on. When you're going to a pool, do you sneak into the shallow end when you know the water's cold? No. You jump right off into the deep end. You know, get it all out of the way right away, right? That's what I do every time, and that's what I would tell you.
You don't even get into a pool anymore.
I do get into a pool. Maybe I keep my socks on, whatever. Like, I keep my socks on for everything. But, you know, you always jump into the deep end. You don't slither in.
Sometimes you would, but yes, I agree that you should just jump in and beat the rush, but
that's right.
Like sometimes you just have to work it up a bit. Yeah,
work it up.
But the thing is, it's changing your whole lifestyle in such a way that, or your view on life, and that you shouldn't be afraid of things. Yeah, because if you're afraid of things, you're actually impairing what you can do with your life. Whether like you're letting your fear dictate what you do and what you don't, which you shouldn't do.
Sure, but you know what I learned in psychology class? Or multiple psychology classes. There's multiple versions of them, people. Take psychology. It's very interesting. You know what I learned about phobias? Because this could be counted as a phobia. You have to expose the person. I mean, I admit slowly, but come on. You really want to take it slow. You should just get right into it. Like, okay, for a phobia. This person was very scared of a feather, a tiny little feather. And I'm sure some of you have heard of this. The person's terrified of feathers because of probably a childhood
incident with a bird.
Yeah, a childhood incident. So, the therapist showed her like a tiny little feather, and she was freaking out. She was shivering, and she was crying, you know, in hysterics. But after a while, you know, she brought her to the point of, you know, touching the feather and being okay with it, which was a pretty cool thing. Now, that's horse.
It doesn't mean you introduce her to a bird.
No, don't. Oh, well, I don't think she's afraid of birds. Well, maybe she's afraid of birds. I don't know. I don't remember correctly. But for this person, what I recommend and what I prescribe is jumping off a bridge or jumping out of a plane or going on a roller coaster, being more bold, right? What's your greatest fear? Whatever your greatest fear is, go ahead. Go into it head first, but hopefully not head first if you know what I mean. All right, just like diving in the deep end, you don't want to dive and hit your head at the bottom of the pool.
But see, I don't think it's so much a phobia for this questioner, because they're saying be less confident, but also be more confident, or be less hesitant and also more confident.
Right. But still, it could be treated as a phobia.
But it's more of the fact is that they don't believe in themselves as a person or as what they can say. Mm-hmm. Just be true to yourself.
Well, to get
comfortable with yourself.
Well, to get out of your shell, you kind of have to do things that are out of your comfort zone.
True. But the thing is, this person says they're not confident. That's why they're hesitant to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care what people think of you. Just be you and be comfortable in your own skin and go out and live your life.
Right. That advice has Mitchell's stamp of approval. Patent pending. This is pretty good. I would say developing those traits, you just do it heads on. If you want the quickest recovery off of that, you just go in head first. Or you could do what Mitch says and slowly slither into that kind of thing.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm saying my way is the highway.
Considering it coming from the guy who's scared of insects.
I am terrified, but that doesn't mean I avoid them. Actually, it does. I really do avoid them. That's why I don't go camping. I run away from bees.
You know what you should have done? You should embrace camping to get over your fear of nature.
Great, now we're freaking going back to camping. Listen, I'm not gonna camp. It's not gonna happen. I've tried it, and I don't like. No, I've tried it more than once.
You should also try not wearing your socks at bed.
Okay, people, this man. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know what he has against socks. Socks are glorious. They're wonderful. They're comfortable on your feet. They're comfortable.
Do you know what's better than wearing socks?
What's better than wearing socks, Mitch?
Not wearing socks.
I humored you and you disappointed me. Let's go to the next question. You disappoint, Mitch. You disappoint. Okay. So question 2. I think this is right up your alley because you've done this once, and I think you've done it fairly successfully. So, you want to read this one, Mitch?
Best man speech.
Yeah.
So I was deemed the best man for my friend's wedding coming up soon.
Wonderful.
Any cliches, jokes, things you'd recommend I include or stay away from in my speech?
Okay, so, you know of any cliches for best man speeches?
Number 1.
Mitch?
Compliment the bride. She looks beautiful no matter what she actually looks like. It's her day. No matter what people say about the happy couple, it is her day straight up.
Straight up. I find that most guys, there's some exceptions, but most guys generally just leave it all to the bride and their friends to organize the whole wedding. And the other guys just do whatever you want, honey. Whatever you want. Right? You found that too, right, Mitch?
Not that I'm being married or anything, but the weddings I have been generally has been primarily the wife organizing it. Yeah. But I do believe that the husband should definitely be involved.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or you could not be involved, sipping a beer, relaxing while the wife takes care of everything.
You're gonna be stay-at-home dad, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna be stay-at-home dad. I'm gonna be a go-getter. Just you wait.
Says the guy who doesn't like camping.
Drop the camping. God damn it. For best man speech. So, any cliches, jokes, things you would recommend I include or stay away from?
Well, cliches, number 1, definitely bring up the ball and chain. Definitely bring up the old ball and chain.
You know what? I think this guy should try something new. Experiment with the whole best man speech theory, right? Always compliment the bride. How about instead you diss the bride?
Whoa.
Diss her instead.
Well, I thought you were going to go with compliment the
groom?
Yeah.
No.
But no, you're going to completely make fun of the bride.
Complete flip-flop. Why don't you just insult the bride straight away? Say, you know what? Hey, bride, whatever your name is, you look very ugly today.
Haha, no, you're not. No, that's not going to go down well, man.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, that's actually a pretty bad idea. But what else can we do to turn this on its head? I think the whole best man spiel is a whole cliche in its own.
So get the maid of honor to do it instead.
Oh
no, but I'm pretty sure they do one as well.
No, they do one. They do one as well. I mean, a best man speech, right? The bride looks wonderful, gorgeous. You've been my best friend for a long time, and we've been through thick and thin, and blah blah blah. I think maybe you should try something unique.
Actually, how about this?
Okay, I'll humor this.
Get decently buzzed, at least, and go up there and just speak from the heart. Improv it and just speak from the heart. As long as you don't have any skeletons in the closet or unresolved feelings for either the groom or his wife.
And what if he does?
Well, then it's just going to be a mess because you're going to talk about how you're in love with one or the other, and Jesus. It's just going to become a rack. But if you don't have any skeletons in the closet, it should go well. Just speak from the heart and compliment them and say, it's a beautiful day. Thank you for inviting me. It doesn't need to be complicated.
No, it doesn't need to be complicated. Or you can make it complicated, but don't do that. If you're going to be drunk, buzz, sorry. You said buzzed, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be drunk or else you're stumbling.
Yeah, and also, like, you don't want this man to cry.
If yes, you do. Bring them to tears, and it shows that they have emotion.
Wow, yeah, okay, they do have emotion, but you don't want them to cry. Well, it really depends on your point of view, doesn't it? I would say, you know what? Stay away from insulting anyone. Keep it nice. Keep it short. Keep it sweet. What about stories, Mitch? Any like kind of like, you know, if you have any stories you'd want to tell, like some sort of like funny.
Oh, for the best man to say?
Yeah, for the best man.
Well, you can do some anecdotes. Definitely do some anecdotes, but keep it short. People are not there to listen to you drone on about how you guys scored a 72 in a golf game 15 years ago. No one cares.
Or how you scored 72 chicks. No one wants to hear that.
Especially the wife.
Especially the wife. Yo, man, you remember when we hooked up with those 3 hot chicks? Ooh, you want to put them in the doghouse right after the wedding or during it?
No, before the wedding.
Before the wedding. That's not good. Don't do that. Or do that.
Just don't over-welcome your stay up there.
Yeah, unless you have an angelic voice like I do, or like a nice voice,
even then.
Or a nice microphone.
Curtain has to come down.
I don't think the curtain would ever go down on me, right, Mitch? I have a wonderful voice. I don't have a wonderful stage presence. I used to have a lot of stage fright back then.
Used to.
Okay, maybe I still do. But I am not slowly actually, I went ahead first. Remember my advice at the beginning?
Yes.
Got out of my comfort zone and I spoke in front of a whole hall of people to MC for a bridal shower, actually.
So you're MC Mikey Mike?
It wasn't MC Mikey Mike. I don't like Mark Wahlberg, but that's besides the point. And I emceed a little bit for another hall, more people, for the actual wedding event. Just very, very briefly, someone else did it. But to speak in front of I can't even speak. To speak in front of that many people just for a little bit of a time, like 5 seconds, is nerve-wracking. I did it for more than 2 minutes, whatever the specifics are, and it was nerve-wracking. But you know, if you want to do that, if you want to be doing that, you just gotta go in for it, right? Don't do what Mitch said and do it slow. Just head first.
We're back to question 1 here.
We're merging the 2 questions: weddings and getting out of your comfort zone.
But this guy's obviously not scared.
Maybe.
The thing is,
you don't know.
If you stay on topic, you stay short, you stay relatively clean.
Relatively. Mitch, how did your best man speech go? I mean, it was for your dad, but
I actually don't recall.
It was fairly good. You remember how you started the speech?
I remember the one line I consciously remember from that was, "Congratulations on your wedding, Dad. I've known you since, well, my birth."
Yeah, you're like a father to me, because he is your father. That was funny. Yeah. So to sum up the answer for this best man speech question, short and sweet, no cliches. Or
1 or 2 cliches is fine, but don't become the cliche master because it'll just be boring.
Oh my God, Mitch, I could be the best man for your wedding, and I would be the pun cliche master.
And you know the hook on the side of the stage when they pull off 4 performers? That'd be for you.
Yeah, that's okay. I hope you're going to be manning the hook yourself. I am going to be your best man, right?
Mm-hmm. You're in the short list.
The short list.
It's a very short list.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell the Douche Garner. The man who will not let me be the best man for his wedding. It's going to happen.
I could do a best man by committee.
Yeah, because it's hard. Honestly, I don't know who the best man for my wedding would be. But that's another scenario. Tricky scenario. Anyway, so around the middle of the podcast, we're going to take a quick break, talk about other things that are happening in our lives if you give a shit about us. But if you don't give a shit about us, we'll give you a point to skip to, so you can just skip all this mumbo jumbo and get right back into the action. So let's talk about me for a change, hey Mitch?
Oh yeah, so what are you up to this weekend?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do this weekend. I'm gonna watch Chromeo on Friday. That's gonna be exciting. I've been following their music for quite a long while now.
Are they from Montreal?
They actually are, yeah. They speak French. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think they might have a song in French. I can't remember. I didn't understand it anyway. So yeah, they're gonna be in Toronto on Friday, 9:45 p.m. Nathan Phillips Square. Be there.
Maybe you'll see Mike, even though you don't know what he looks like
Well,
yet.
to be honest, this episode's going to come out like after that happened, so I don't know why I told you to be there. I hope you were there. I hope you did enjoy it. Like, I'm going to enjoy it soon. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and while I'm at it, I'm also going to go to the festival, the very popular festival in Toronto called Taste of Danforth. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, you better let me know how that goes, because I've been wanting to go for years.
Do you know what it's about?
It's food, man. All different types of food.
Well, go ahead and tell the non-educated people.
I've never been.
You've never been?
No, I want to
I've never
go.
been either.
I heard though it's really cool because they have all different ethnicity of food, different cultures.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's called Greek Town actually.
oh, it's so great.
It's very Greek. I believe it's being sponsored by some Greek company. So, there's what I've heard of Taste of the Danforth is that there's going to be tons of like different food that you can try. Of course, you have to pay for it. There's some samples, long lineups. I heard that over the span of 3 days, about 1.2 to 2 million people actually visit that stretch of road.
Wow.
Yeah, if you've seen a picture of it, you can see that it is packed.
Should be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be my first time.
You going with your girlfriend?
Yeah, actually
Nice.
I am. And I always enjoy downtown Toronto. Sometimes it's nice, but sometimes it smells like utter sewage. Yeah, sewage. You took the words right. Actually, we said it at the same time.
Yeah.
So, sewage. Yeah, pretty bad. What do you think of Toronto, Mitch? You visited there?
Parts
often?
of it are beautiful. Parts of it.
spotty.
Well,
It's spotty.
it's like any kind of city, though. It's like there are really cool areas.
and really shitty people.
Well, some of the people are cool.
Oh, I found
It's
that
a city.
most of the people are cool. I mean, you know that stereotype, Canadians are friendly, right? Well, if they're from the north, sure, maybe.
If they're from Cottage,
If they're from cottage country, yeah, absolutely. That is the friendliest place that you can find yourself in Canada.
In the world, maybe.
In the world, maybe. But if you're going to, like, Toronto or any major city in Canada,
primarily Toronto.
count yourself surprised, because you will be surprised at how similar these people are to wherever else you're going to be. If you're American, any city like there, you know what, to be honest, it's very different. Canadian cities and American cities. Right, Mitch? You found that there's some sort of difference.
Generally, Canadian cities are smaller.
Smaller. What else? I find like the people are different too. Like it's a different culture.
Well, yeah, completely.
We're more. I don't know if we're more multicultural, but we do count ourselves as a multicultural country.
We're a melting pot. No,
Melting pot.
We're more of a mosaic. We're a mosaic of different cultures.
What, beautifully said, Mitch. Beautifully
you.
said. A mosaic. I hope that's a beautiful mosaic, right? A
Yeah.
nice, colorful collage.
Filled with different foods and stuff. You should see Toronto during World Cup season.
Oh wow.
It's a riot.
Well, speaking about World Cup, there's another cup that's been out of our grasp for many years.
We're not even ranked in the top 100 in men's soccer.
No, not soccer. I'm not talking about soccer, Mitch. I'm talking about the Leafs. The
Oh.
only damn important team in Toronto that's never been important for a long time.
How about the Jays, man?
The Jays. Fantastic. But let's not go into that because these people are probably already getting bored.
All right, so
Let's
back
get
to our questions.
Yeah, let's get back to questions. I'm really excited about these next couple questions because, like I said, I've handpicked them and I've laughed at these questions. And the last episode, we had some questions that couldn't really cater towards our format. I felt like we couldn't really deliver for those questions. But these questions, we actually do have advice. Because those questions, they were just out of this world. And I know that's a cliche too, right, Mitch? Best man, don't say out of this world. Okay?
Yes.
This wedding's out of this world. No.
It's actually on this world.
It's on this world. It's in the city or in this beautiful garden, right? Jeez. Question 3. Mitch,
All right.
go for it.
My parents do not understand my sleep schedule as a student and restrict my internet access around their hours. How can I convince them to stop this?
Already, what do you think about this? Like, we'll read the rest of the question, but whatever you see here now, like, what do you think of that?
I would not be able to deal with that.
Yeah.
The guy says, I have afternoon classes, and as such, I tend to go to bed late and get up later. Regular sleep is usually 2 to 9.
That's normal for students.
But my parents disable my internet access at midnight. This makes doing some of the work I have a pain in the ass, as it's online submissions research material. Yeah. They refuse to change what is imposed, and I'm really getting tired of this. I'm 18 and I really like the freedom to work at my own hours on my work without this imposed restriction. How can I talk to them to change the restriction or remove it altogether?
Wow.
First things first.
Yeah.
Don't do a hissy fit. That'll just show that it makes you look like you're a child. Number 2.
This person is a child.
Well, they're legal.
Continue.
Number 2, definitely ask them why they have this restriction on. Because if you have younger siblings, maybe they're not just cutting it for you, they're cutting it for them. Which still is unfair to you, but I can understand their logic. If you're an only child or the youngest child, then really they should realize that they're doing this for their own messed reasons and pride and whatever you want to call it, and that they're not looking at this logically. Which you have to appeal to the logic and the fact of that they're actually hurting your chances in school. And that is entirely on them because your clock is not the same as theirs, and they have to recognize that.
Mm-hmm. Don't you also think that, they're paying for the service, so they kind of have the right to suspend it?
But they have no reason to.
No reason.
He's 18. Why would they bother changing the access on the internet? There's really no reason for them to do it.
No reason. You feel... I feel like you're heated about this, Mitch. Like you kind of...
because I went through that, and the reason they
cut off the internet?
At midnight, they tried doing that because...
Oh, that's right. I remember this.
Younger stepbrother, and I thought it was utterly stupid, and, but I had a data plan, so I worked around it.
That's amazing.
And
you're a hero, Mitch.
And then other times I just completely bypassed the router.
How'd you do it?
That was because I had my own router.
Oh, nice.
So I made it work through mine, so I didn't care. But when it first happened, it's control. It's essentially them trying to control, and there's no reason for them to, especially when you're at the age of 18. What are they trying to protect you from that you already haven't seen yet?
Heated, Mitch.
But seriously, there's no reason for them to do that when you're at the age of 18, and that logically, it makes no sense for them to do it.
First off, is this person legal, really?
In Canada.
In Canada, but this person's probably not from Canada.
Doesn't matter. They're still 18. It does
matter, Mitch.
They're still 18.
They are not a legal adult. They're probably still a child, in which case they should still be treated like one.
They're 18.
So, when I was 18, I was a child. So were you.
No, I think I was pretty mature for an 18-year-old.
I don't think so. Mitch. I think you still have a lot more maturing to do.
Coming from
your face. But like this guy.
When you're 18, what haven't you seen?
What haven't you seen?
Yes, literally.
Well, probably the inside of a bar. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You haven't been inside of a bar, right, kid? Anyway, honestly, work around this, or frame your parents in a brutal crime, and then that'll get rid of them.
That could work.
That could work. Frame them and have them, lifted away, and you can enjoy the comfort of your own home with the comfort of your internet.
And you can have sexy parties.
Sexy parties, that's right. So, yeah, host major parties, frame your parents, and
enjoy your free internet until the money runs dry, and then you're completely screwed and live on the streets.
Well, what's that? Just follow the memes on the internet, right? Get money. Something with magnets, right? Use magnets, get money, infinite money, get rich. Thumbs up. Same thing like this. Frame your parents, change your internet access, internet access. Given.
But really, there's no point in them restricting. Like, this kind of...
Are you saying that my idea is not a viable option, Mitch?
It is if you're Bruce Wayne.
Then be Bruce Wayne. Be Bruce Wayne. Oh, wait, no, that person doesn't have parents.
Point is, he has tons of money.
Oh, tons of money.
So he can do it.
Yeah, but, like, you're 18. Bruce Wayne was young when he lost his parents.
But the point is, though, that they were just... this is... From a parental standpoint, they gain nothing from this. Absolutely nothing. But what haven't they seen? Like, you still have access to midnight. It's not like you haven't been able to view things before then. They're literally just completely inconveniencing you because of their view that you're still a child. As you can see, I don't do well with controlling people.
No, and you don't also do well with being controlled.
Or restrictions.
So
unless I see logic to it. And there is no reason for them to.
you're a very logical person. That is absolutely true. And I am as well. But logically, the best thing to do is to implicate your parents in some sort of nasty thing.
Maybe it has something to do with the internet and the fact that you somehow arrange some kind of crime, the fact that you get free internet for the rest of your life.
That's right. Or you can call Child Protective Services and tell them that that your parents are doing a very big injustice to you, and it's torture, right? Not having internet when you're this young is like torture. Am I right, Mitch?
It's like not having a phone when you're 12.
That's right. Not having a phone when you're 12. It's a bad thing, right? All 12-year-olds need phones. And
Or iPhone 5.
Or iPhone 5s or iPhone 6s, whatever the new thing is out. I got the new iPod. It's freaking, it's cool, but I generally don't like Apple, but let's not get into that.
But 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds, they definitely need these
phones.
$800 gadgets that they'll never fully use.
That's right. They don't know how to fully implement them. In all seriousness, no. Wow, let me repeat that. In all seriousness, though, kids should be learning technology at an early age, and if it's not cell phones, it should be iPads or something that gets their minds in the technological way, right? You don't want them to lose, that connection to people, right? You don't want
That's the thing. You don't want them to become obsessed with the technology.
Right. They still have to go outside. They still have to get exercise and then come back and
be social.
Be social, right? You don't want them to be isolated. That leads to poor personal growth. And poor reasoning not reasoning, but just how they operate in the future is very hindered. It's not normal.
We're getting kind of off topic right now.
We are. Sorry, question 3 person. So, how do we convince them to stop this? Frame your parents, implicate them in something, or call Child Protective Services. That is my best advice. Get their asses hauled out of your house.
Or just come up to them logically. Ask their point of view and display yours, and they will have to back down if they have any kind of logic in their brain, or they would have to see your side of things.
For argument's sake, let's role play this. You know what? I'll be the person and you be the parents.
I have no idea why I'd be the parent.
Okay, fine. Because it would be too easy. Like I'm logical. I'd give way. But let's try it. I'll be the parents, both the mother and the father, and you will be the son or daughter, the 18-year-old. Okay, ready, set, and go.
Hi, Mom.
Hey.
How's
it going?
You look really good in that shirt now.
Oh, thanks so much. I bought it from Guess like 2 days ago.
You sound like a Valley girl.
So, we're from the Valley, jeez.
Anyways, Mom, I know you guys want to be great parents, and I'm still your little baby, but
get to the goddamn point, Tommy.
Okay, Mother. This whole shutting the internet off at midnight has got to stop. You're literally hindering my school. You're hindering my vibe, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what about your little brother, your little sister? They're gonna be on the internet all night.
And then they will realize they're always tired, and they will learn not to be on the internet all that
What
time.
are you two talking about here?
Dad, change the damn internet.
Why? Why should I do that? I pay for the damn thing.
Because I am literally losing marks in school because I can't submit things because you guys are imposed this stupid restriction that I can't submit
I'm going to stop you right there, Tommy. You're not losing any marks, and you can work around this, right? Just have normal hours. You're supposed to be sleeping.
I can't. My classes are in the afternoon.
Then don't get afternoon classes. I don't see why this is a problem.
The only time they're available is then.
You shouldn't be awake at 12 anyway.
Why not? People who work nights are always awake at that time.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be working nights.
I'm not working 9 to 5 like you are,
You're
Dad.
supposed to be a student, right?
And student hours are different than work hours.
These kids these days don't understand us parents.
These parents these days are idiots.
What did you just say? Don't listen to Tommy, honey. Just go upstairs. I'll handle this. No, you won't. That's my son, too.
Parents, I don't want this to be a fight between you two. Seriously, all you need to do is delay the restriction to 2.
The restriction's gonna stay, and I'm gonna tell you why.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm leaving.
Okay. Have fun paying for your own internet, your own bills.
Are you really going to drive me away for 2 hours of internet?
Yeah.
Is this worth it?
Yes, it is.
What do you gain from me by not being able to access the internet from midnight to 2?
I force you to have regular sleeping hours.
But you're not.
That is healthy for students.
Do you know what regular sleeping hours are?
Yeah.
Are when you get the same hours every night.
Tommy, just listen to your father. Make this easy for both of us, okay?
Make it easier for me to get through school.
It is easy. Just... Okay. You should be awake from 7 to, whatever time, right? When the internet cuts off at 12, just go to sleep then.
But I can't because I'm done classes late afternoon. And guess what? I want to get my homework done that night. Or write notes that night. Or watch lectures that night. And guess what I need? I need the internet to view the videos, to view the lessons. And guess what you're preventing me from doing?
Okay, you know what? There's apps to get around this. You can save videos. You can save pages and text.
And then what's the point of this? If I'm still going to stay up working, what's the point of restricting the internet?
The point is, you get normal sleep. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this. He's right. You need normal sleeping hours, honestly. Like...
Are you telling me you guys, when you were students, you didn't stay up past midnight?
That's right. Yes, I stayed up only until 11:59 specifically. Specifically. And I went to sleep right after that at 12 o'clock, and I got up at 7 a.m. the next day. Tommy, I don't understand why you can't do this. Okay? Like, you should have gotten classes earlier in the day. It's not like you're going to be working, like, the whole time, right?
Classes weren't available then.
Yeah, but, okay, fine. But, like, you don't have classes the whole time, right?
But you
like
still
3 hours
haven't said what you gain from the fact of that you're trying to force me to have regular hours. But literally, you do realize having the internet closed at midnight gains me nothing when compared to having the internet done at 2. There is no gain there. I'm trying to maximize my hours and how efficient I use my time. And frankly, I use my time efficiently after class, early evening, late evening. At night, I work the most efficient.
Yeah, okay, but we're trying to promote a healthy lifestyle here.
I am trying to do a healthy lifestyle by prioritizing.
Who
are you? Are you some kind of health expert?
I am a health expert, actually. I'm a doctor. I'm a PhD doctor.
No, you're not, Dad.
Did you forget about that?
You're not. You're a truck driver.
No, I'm not a truck driver. I am a PhD doctor.
How many beers have you had?
5. But
you're trying to promote a healthy lifestyle.
I have a high tolerance to alcohol, okay?
But hey, how about your liver?
Listen. You need to promote, and we need to promote for you, a healthy lifestyle.
I'm 18. I can decide my own bedtime.
Apparently not, since you're going to sleep at 2 and waking up at 9. I mean, 9 a.m. is okay.
Hey, I'm still getting 7 hours of sleep. What more do you want from me?
What more do I want? I want you to have, like, a normal, like, circadian rhythm, like...
But this is working, though. I need to get my work done this way.
Son, let me explain this to you. When the night starts, that's when we're supposed to get tired, right? And when the day comes... When the sun comes up, that's when we're supposed to be awake.
But
this
is only for the next few years while I'm a student.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Tommy?
You understand I'm a student.
Do I have to speak slower for you, Tommy?
Are you an idiot, Dad?
Okay, that's enough of that role playing. Are you an idiot, Dad? Who would say that?
I would, at that point in time, I would have snapped.
Oh my god, if we were being serious, you would have snapped earlier than that.
Yeah, a hell of a lot earlier. I was trying to give a good, be a good role model for question 3.
Fair enough. We already gave you the advice, implicate your parents, or, just either move out or try to reason with them, but I think we're thoroughly done with this question.
Yeah, next one.
Let's move on to the next one. This one might hit close to home for you, Mitch. I'm not sure. I'll read it.
Okay.
If you don't mind. Question 4. Got a girl's number. You already know this is going to be good. So I got a girl's number. She came to me, so I made her laugh and smile and got her number. Stud. But she said we should hang out later, not realizing that meant today. I couldn't because I had stuff planned. Oh no. She gave me a frowny face and I felt like such an asshole. But I didn't communicate to her anything, just, quote unquote, when I'm done, we'll go hang out. I was already rejected by a girl I like this week. This girl I met Though I wanted to date her, I called her up and apologized that I couldn't hang out. Grammar, people, grammar. And to text me when she wanted to hang out. Have I already closed the doors or just denied myself a chance at being laid? I even burped when I was talking to her.
Wow. Buddy, cut your losses and get the hell out. You're done, man.
Get out of Dodge.
It's not completely out of your grasp to save it all, but if you're not friends with her and that's not part of your relationship, or there's some kind of understanding that you're generally pretty good at hanging out, yeah, man, it's done. First impressions are fairly important, and it takes a lot of work to get past that. So.
And it's not only the first, it's not the be-all, end-all, right? There's impressions after that really fully form your perspective of the person, right? I don't know, like, if it's a complete stranger, like you didn't meet through friends or anything, then yeah, the first impression's pretty important. And I think he did make a good first impression. But he burped while he talked to her? Oh my god. What do you say about that, Mitch?
That was a mistake.
I think that was
a miscalculated mistake.
Perfect.
Of Grand Canyon and, like, proportions.
Seems
here.
perfectly fine to me.
Like, she probably looking at this guy going, this guy is just the Mount Everest of mistakes.
Mitch, farting is one thing. Burping, not that bad.
Yeah, for a first impression.
Come on, people do this. Like, the people that'll avoid you if you burp, maybe you should avoid them.
But you're trying to give off the class of it.
Sure. But, like, everybody burps, right? Everyone.
Not in front of people.
I do.
Not while they're talking to someone.
I do.
To your girlfriend?
Maybe. Sometimes.
And how does she like it?
She makes a face.
Please comment your comments, Mike's girlfriend, on this and what you really think about this.
Okay, no, let's not get her to comment on this. You don't want everyone to know what account she has, right?
Okay, so she can make a fake account and still comment on it.
Okay, how about don't comment on this. She mainly makes a face because of the smell of it. It's pretty nasty.
That's even worse, man.
If you don't burp in her face, you should be fine, okay? But burping is okay. And you know what? This is salvageable. I don't agree with you, Mitch. This is salvageable, okay? Like,
but is it really worth it? She's always going to remember you as the guy who said, no, I don't want to hang out with you, and burping in their face. Like,
you know what?
It's not worth it to try to redeem this.
Really?
It's not.
It's redeemable.
Unless, like, your dry streak is huge, it's just not worth it.
Unless you're, like, are you saying unless you're, like, really desperate?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Desperation shouldn't be a factor. And, don't think of it as getting laid, because that already makes you an asshole. More of an asshole than I am, right? You want a relationship, right? Relationship, not getting laid. So you got a girl's number. Great. Hang out later. Great. But if things don't work out, that's not so great. But, like, she understands you're a busy guy, probably. And she's probably a busy person, too. Everyone's...
That's fine, but, like...
Yeah.
That part's the fine part, but the fact of that he wasn't really tactful about anything, and the fact that he burped in front of her and at her...
It's okay.
No, like, I'm not saying it's completely shot, but it's not worth it.
You can redeem it. Just see where it goes and navigate that way, okay? You're fine, okay? You're in the clear. Just keep on trucking on. That's a saying, right, Mitch?
It can be.
Like the father of our last scenario, right? A trucker. He was a PhD doctor. I don't care what you say.
Still a trucker.
No. PhD doctor. If he's a trucker, then he's a PhD doctor driving a truck.
Or he's a PhD trucker.
He's a very overqualified trucker in that case. So this question's... I say this question's done, and we do have a fifth question.
Bonus question.
A bonus question. Rare, I know, but this question's too good to pass up. And I'll be reading this one. Mitch, just sit back and relax, all right?
All right.
I have a friend that is kind of annoying.
Oh.
Advice, please. Do you have a friend that can be a little annoying? Well, I do. I'm only friends with her because I know that if I'm not, no one will be. I'm honestly a nice guy, and so is she. She's a nice guy, Mitch.
All right.
But there's only so much I could take of her. Starting this year, we will be in the same exact classes for school! Exclamation point, exclamation point. And today, I was informed by her that she's applying for a job at the same place I just got hired to. How in the hell do I tell her that I need space? I know she means well and tries to be good friends, but I just can't take it anymore. She wants to do everything together and always wants to hang out, and she isn't perfect either. She has her days where she could be bitchy. But I can't fucking take it anymore. He actually said fucking. I'm to the point where I just want to tell her off. Don't get me wrong. I want to tell her something, but in a nice, mature way. Please help me. Signed, lovingly. Who, Mitch? Signed, lovingly, who?
I don't even know.
Desperate person in desperate situation. Don't know if you're a man or a woman, but it seems that this girl's really into you, buddy. Like, really into you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a guy.
You think it's a guy?
Yeah, I'm honestly a nice guy.
Oh, a nice guy. Okay, so you're a guy.
She's definitely into you, bud, and you need to let her down gently if you... Well, you definitely are not into her.
Tell her, just straight up tell her to just go away.
That's not going to end well, because that means you're still going to have to share the whole year with her.
Oh my god, you're right. Like, this guy should just...
Just run away. Just leave.
Yeah,
just get into the next taxi and drive to the airport. I don't even care what plane you get on, as long as it's outside of at least the state, if not the country.
Or province.
Or province,
Mitch.
but I'm just saying percentages.
Okay,
just
fine.
get the hell off this continent.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Like, go to the Caribbean, or go to Moldova. Who gives a, like...
Moldova?
Moldova? That works too.
Yes, Moldova.
Or, like, go to Andorra.
Andorra.
You can get lost there with, like, among people who don't even understand you. Go there. Just... And you know what? If she's really into you, you're gonna have to relocate anyways in a year. So, just leave. Just go, drop everything, and get the hell out.
So, Mitch is a coward. This is...
No, I'm being realistic. She is probably going to end up killing you.
Literally or figuratively?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, fine. Okay, so listen. She is completely replicating your life just to get closer to you and spend a lot more time with you. And apparently you didn't get the damn hint. This person likes you, man. It's pretty obvious.
But not likes you as in, oh, I really like you as a box of chocolates. I'm talking about likes you while she's holding a kitchen knife and there's neon signs everywhere.
Or likes you like, let's go to the bedroom for a second and just check out the upholstery and the
you have
nice
upholstery
carpet.
in your bedroom?
Sure, why not? Let's
check
just
out
say
the drapes.
Check out the drapes, and you know which drapes she's gonna be talking about. All right, so like either you like her, clearly you don't, but she likes you, and you gotta do something about that. You gotta be a man. And what a man does
is get in a taxi, drive to the airport, and get the hell out of Dodge.
The hell out of there. Okay, so that's a pretty different kind of man I'm talking about. The kind of man I'm talking about
gets on a horse, rides out of town like a cowboy,
jump out of a plane, skydive, do some bungee jumping, grow some hair on your chest, and tell this woman
skydive into another country.
Skydive into take a commercial plane and then just jump out of it randomly, scare the shit out of everyone, be on the most wanted list, and instead of telling this woman off, be in jail. You really want that
works.
bitch? No, it doesn't work.
No, that works because jails generally aren't co-ed, so she can't find you unless she breaks you out, and then you really got some issues going on.
The only way it's co-ed is if the guards are women, and trust me, that happens.
Oh.
You remember that recent breakout in New York?
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, I think the lady, she gave him power tools, but she was also sexually involved with one of the men.
Oh.
Or both of them, who knows? So, you know what? There is hope for you. Go to jail and try to do something like along the lines of what they did. And our serious advice is, don't freaking do that. Tell this woman, hey, I'm just not that interested in you.
I'm just not that into you.
I'm just fine. Yeah. Isn't that a movie?
Yeah,
that is a movie. Yeah. Just tell her straight up, hey, sorry, woman, lady, whatever her name is. You're just getting a bit too close, and I don't like you that way. So just please jump off of a plane, do skydiving, bungee jump, grow some hair on your chest, and maybe then we'll talk, right? You want a woman with hair on her chest, right? right, person?
Wow.
It's a rhetorical question. I know they can't answer me, but Mitch, do you think you'd want a woman with hair on her chest?
I want to hold it against her, but it's definitely not one of the key selling points I'm looking for.
I was not expecting that serious answer. But thank you very much. Do you think we beat this question enough with a bat enough to end this episode now, or do you want to give a last final hurrah?
Really, honestly, guy, be honest with her. Just be honest in the fact that you just aren't into her that way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be honest in the fact that you find her fucking annoying. That's not gonna end
in his
well.
words, not ours.
That's not gonna end well.
It's not gonna end well.
Be honest with how you just aren't into her that way.
So if you need,
mind you, unless you're reading this wrong,
unless you are,
which I would just make things really awkward, and she'd leave you alone anyways.
I
see no loss here. Just be honest with her.
I don't see how the interpretation could be wrong. Like this woman is clearly liking this guy. Listen, if you need help putting something together in a nice and mature way, you are not a nice, mature person. Okay, so you need to take some maturity lessons. You need to grow up. Honestly, this person's probably 15, 16?
Dude, he has a job.
Yeah, but come on, I had a job when I was 13. I hated it. It was awful. Or maybe 14, I can't remember. Anyway, I was young and I had a job, and this seems like the kind of similar situation I was in, except I wasn't not interested. Sorry, no one was interested in me.
Aww.
Because I was a small, ugly person. Mitch, I think you were a little bit too.
No, I wasn't.
Sure you were a small, ugly person.
No, I was never ugly. I was never small.
You tell yourself whatever you need to sleep at night.
I don't
Mitch.
need to tell me. I just look at all
The
my
pictures
children
speak.
modeling endorsements.
No. Model?
Yeah.
You're a model?
I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Man, I was in all of the, what was it called? Fisher Price toy commercials, and yeah, that was a big deal.
You're a good bullshitter, Mitch. Fisher Price is clearly American.
So, they also have a Canadian division.
They have a Canadian division, but
I was in advertisements throughout the prairies.
No. You would never lived in the prairies.
That's just where the advertisements were broadcast.
What the hell are you doing beside me? You should be in movies.
I lost all the money to my agent.
No, either you got uglier or that never happened.
No, man, the agent.
I think both of those are true.
I also had no choice. I had a choice, but I wasn't into the whole acting career. It was just kind of chosen from me. They just kind of looked at me and went, "You're perfect."
No, Mitch, I highly disagree with you. I think you need a shave and a haircut. You bum.
2 bits.
You bum. You need a shave and a haircut, and you need to...
I'm only this way to make other people less self-conscious.
That's a good way to think of it. I know I feel way more handsomer next
You're welcome.
to you.
You're welcome. I'm boosting
you.
your confidence.
Yes, you are, Mitch, and I thank you for that.
I'm sorry for this weekend because I'm going to trim it, shave it, and get it all cleaned up for you. And not for you, but I'm going to get cleaned and all tidy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for your feelings.
Well, honestly, please do that. Please shave. Please get a haircut. I'm with your mom on this. No, your dad doesn't care, but I'm with your mom. I'm with your mom on this. You really got to clean up. You got to clean up that shit.
Yeah. It works well.
It brings all the ladies to the yard.
Damn right. It's better than yours.
Yeah, but it's not a milkshake. It's your goddamn face, and you need to shave.
The face brings up... Anyways.
So, I think that's all the time we have for today. That's fairly better than the previous episode. What do you think, Mitch?
I think it went smoothly.
I think it went smoothly. So, this is the end. So, thank you for listening. Thank you so
Very
much.
much. Thank you.
We appreciate any comments or suggestions, ways
ideas that you'd like us to do.
Yeah, ideas. You can also email us at mitchandmikepodcast@gmail.com if you want us to answer your questions. I'd say by now we've proven ourselves as fairly competent advice givers
when we want to be.
So
ask for a serious or a comedic answer, we will give you both anyways.
That's right. Well, we'll attempt to be comedic.
Well, anyways, we'll give you one, and you have to choose which one's serious and which one's not.
Sure. So yeah, ask us your questions if you want, and we'll have fun reading through them. I'm sure. Lots of trolls out there. Lots of trolls. Living under bridges. We don't want you. But if you want to ask us a question, go ahead. So from now on, we're going to have a kind of a theme for our episodes now.
The questions try to all be around the similar idea.
A similar idea theme. And for the next episode, we're going to be talking about spicing up the relationship. So this could entail anything from
the bedroom to love,
just like
dating.
yeah, or like if your husband's being a little bitch in the living room, drinking his beer while you're twiddling your thumbs upstairs, wishing that your man would step up to the plate, that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. That's exactly.
That's exactly what we're going to be dealing with. So stay tuned, and we're going to talk about that next Monday. So as always, I'm Mike.
I'm Mitch.
And thank you for listening. See you later.
Take care.
Bye.